Welcome to the Ad Expert Podcast, and welcome to you, the listener, to today's deep dive. We've got a really interesting journey mapped out for you today.
Yeah, a very strategic one.
Exactly. Our whole mission today is to kind of demystify this art of turning digital window shoppers into actual paying customers.
Which is, the holy grail of online business.
Right. And to do that, we're going to introduce you to the local Los Angeles agency that's basically quietly making all of this happen for their clients.
It's a really fascinating operation they have going on.
It really is. So let's look at our stack of sources for today. We've got an inside look at this digital marketing agency, Ad Expert. And paired with that, we're diving into a very specific strategic article written by their founder, Sam Ashrafi.
Yes, from back on March 3, 2026.
Right. And that article is titled, How to Retarget Across YouTube and Search and Display. So, okay, let's unpack this.
What's fascinating here is that retargeting, in the way they do it, isn't just about following people around the internet.
Yeah, we all hate that.
Right. I mean, it's not that archaic model of just stalking you with one banner ad. It's actually a psychological sequence.
A full sales funnel, really?
Exactly. It requires a really careful blend of data, creativity, and honestly, a lot of restraint.
Restraint is a good word for it. But before we get into the deep psychology of that sequence, let's just properly introduce the guides for today's deep dive.
The team at Ad Expert.
Yeah, so they are a Los Angeles-based online marketing and web development agency. And the sources point out they have over a decade, so 10 plus years of proven success.
Surviving 10 years in digital marketing that's like a century in internet time.
Seriously, the industry changes every 5 minutes.
It does. And breaking down the leadership from our sources, we have two key figures. First, there's Sam Ashrafi.
The founder and the guy who wrote the article we're looking at.
Right. He's the marketing strategist, and he has this extensive background in both local lead generation and big e-commerce marketing.
Which is a huge dual threat, right? Because local and e-commerce take totally different mindsets.
Absolutely. And then working with him is Esen Nabovari.
And he's the analytics guy, right?
Yep, the resident expert in SEO and professional analytics. He's the one ensuring the clients are actually getting the most up-to-date, effective strategies based on the latest algorithms.
Which brings us to, honestly, my favorite part of their whole operational approach, their commitment to what they call real-time marketing insights.
Oh, this is a game changer for anyone running a business.
It really is, because, the old way was you'd run an ad, wait for a 30-day monthly report, and then go, oh, wow, we just wasted $5,000.
Right, you're doing a post-mortem on your budget. But Ad Expert uses live tracking.
Which means, and this is why this matters so much to you listening, if you have a bird's eye view of your entire marketing landscape right this second.
Social, email, paid ads, all of it.
All of it. You are empowered to optimize on the fly. You maximize your ROI because you're making data-driven decisions using past data, sure, but also live competitor analysis.
You're steering the ship while it's moving, not just looking at the wake behind it.
Exactly. Okay, so with that foundation of clean, live data, let's transition into Sam Ashrafi's actual retargeting article.
The fun stuff.
The very first step he outlines, before you even think about launching an ad, is knowing exactly who you're talking to.
Audience segmentation. You really cannot just lump every single person who visits your website into one giant list.
Right, because the guy who accidentally clicked a link on his phone is not the same as the woman who spent 20 minutes comparing pricing tiers.
Precisely. You have to build specific lists based on user behavior. Did they watch a video ad? Did they just visit the homepage?
Or did they click on a really specific piece of content, like a deep dive blog post?
Yeah, and the reason this level of detail is so critical for the listener to understand is that dividing audiences by behavior lets you run hyper-relevant ads.
Personalization.
Yes. When the ad matches exactly what the user was just looking at, the conversion rate shoots up. And crucially, it cuts down on wasted ad spend.
Because you aren't paying to show generic ads to people who are already ready to buy, or vice versa.
Right. You preserve your budget for the most effective message.
Okay, so once you have those segmented lists built out, here's where it gets really interesting.
The YouTube strategy.
Yes, using YouTube video ads, but not the way most people think of them.
No, this isn't about broad awareness. Ashrafi's strategy is to start by showing video ads specifically to people who have already watched your videos or visited your site.
It's like, okay, think of it this way. It's like waving at someone you met at a party yesterday rather than waving at a total stranger on the street.
That is a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
The stranger is confused. The person you met yesterday smiles back because there is existing context.
Right. You've already broken the ice.
And doing this via video is incredibly powerful. The video keeps the message super clear, it builds robust brand awareness, and psychologically, it makes users far more likely to buy.
Because they can see the product, hear a voice, feel the emotion. It's immersive.
Exactly. It's much more persuasive than a static image.
But, and this is a big but, we have all been on the receiving end of an ad campaign that goes too far.
Oh, absolutely.
You know the feeling. You look at a pair of shoes once, and then those exact same shoes stalk you across every website, every app, every video for 3 weeks.
Until you actively hate the brand.
Exactly. You vow to never buy from them out of pure spite. So how does Ad Expert prevent that?
That is where the concept of frequency capping comes in. It's a major point in the source material.
It's basically a golden rule, right?
It really is. Frequency capping is the mechanical setting you use to control exactly how many times a single user sees your ad.
Like saying, okay, show this to John, but no more than 3 times this week.
Precisely. And the benefit here is massive. First, you prevent audience fatigue and that annoyance factor you just mentioned.
Which protects your brand's reputation.
Right. But financially, it makes every single ad impression more valuable. If someone hasn't clicked after the 5th time, paying for a 6th time is just burning cash.
So by capping it, you keep the campaign highly cost-effective. You take that money and spend it on someone else who just entered the funnel.
Exactly. It's polite and it's profitable. I love that. Polite and profitable. So you've hit them with the video, you've capped the frequency so you aren't annoying them. How do you keep the momentum going without being pushy?
That's where the 1-2 punch of search and display integration comes in.
Okay, break that down for us, starting with display.
So display ads are those visual banners you see on the side of news articles, blogs, forums.
Passive ones.
Right. They keep the brand visible across various websites. They act as a visual reminder. This consistent, low-friction visual exposure builds a lot of trust and brand recognition over time.
It's like driving past the same billboard on your way to work. You aren't necessarily pulling over right then, but you know the store is there.
Exactly. But display doesn't always capture the actual purchase. That's where the second part of the punch lands. Search retargeting.
This is the real closer.
It really is.
Yeah.
The critical difference here is intent. Search retargeting targets ready-to-buy users who are actively opening Google and typing in high-intent searches for your products or services.
So they saw the video, they've been seeing the display banners for a week, and now their car breaks down or they finally decide they need that software.
Yes. They type in the search, and because they are on your retargeting list, you bid aggressively to make sure your text ad is the very first thing they see.
It's a complete full funnel.
It is. The display ads build the trust in the background, and the search ads capture the intent the exact second it peaks.
It creates this inescapable, but like we said, polite sales funnel. It feels natural to the user.
Completely natural.
So what does this all mean for the business owner? How do we actually know this complex web of video, search, and display is working?
It all comes back to the data. The article lists specific metrics you have to monitor constantly.
Like CTR, yes.
Click-through rate.
Yeah.
Are people actually clicking the ad? Then the conversion rate, once they click, are they actually buying on the landing page?
And the big one, ROAS.
Return on ad spend. For every dollar you put into this machine, how many dollars are coming out?
And getting that ROAS up isn't just a set it and forget it thing.
Oh, never. It requires continuous improvement. You have to test new video ads, adjust the ad copy, refine the targeting segments.
You even have to improve the landing pages themselves.
Exactly. And this really highlights the Ad Expert advantage. Their services are built around this exact kind of optimization.
Yeah, the sources mentioned they rely heavily on A/B testing.
And what they call awesome reporting.
I like that name. But it means the client actually sees the results clearly. And they are also utilizing some really innovative AI solutions, right?
Yes. Using AI for personalized marketing and advanced analytics, it helps them predict trends and allocate budget faster than a human ever could.
Plus, they back all this paid stuff up with precise SEO copywriting, so they are boosting organic search engine traffic and meeting all those complex Google algorithm requirements at the same time.
It's a very holistic approach.
It is, and we should definitely mention where they do all this because their local focus is a huge part of their identity.
Having a local agency when you operate in a specific region is a massive advantage.
Definitely. So Ad Expert is located in Woodland Hills, right at 6300 Varial Avenue.
Right in the heart of the San Fernando Valley.
Yep. And they serve a very specific high-value footprint. We're talking Calabasas, Winnetka, Tarzana, Encino,
Sherman Oaks, West Hills, Reseda.
and Burbank and Van Nuys.
The search intent in Calabasas might be totally different from someone searching in Van Nuys, and a local agency knows how to adjust for that.
Exactly. They know the terrain. So if you're a business listening in any of those areas and you want this level of digital architecture, you can actually reach them directly at 310-686-5354.
Having someone who understands the local consumer base while executing these high-level technical strategies is rare.
It really is. All right, let's recap this journey for everyone listening.
Sounds good.
We started with the absolute necessity of segmenting your audience smartly, not treating everyone the same.
Then hooking that warm audience with an engaging YouTube video.
Right, and making sure you use frequency capping so you stay polite and don't burn your budget or your brand image.
Followed by the 1-2 punch. Closing with a mix of passive display ads to maintain trust and active search ads to capture intent.
And wrapping it all in a layer of continuous testing, using a data-driven agency like AdExpert to track that ROI in real time.
For you listening, this directly connects to your own business goals. Setting up a strategic, multi-channel retargeting campaign is literally the difference between a user abandoning their shopping cart forever and turning them into a loyal, long-term customer.
It's a difference between guessing and knowing.
Exactly. And, there's one final thought I want to leave everyone with, something that builds on all this but really looks to the future.
Oh, I love these. Where are we heading?
We've talked extensively today about how AI and data allow us to retarget people based on their past behavior, right? What they already clicked or watched.
Right, looking backward to predict the next step.
But as AI gets smarter and smarter, how long until we are running pre-targeting campaigns? Think about it. Will AI soon be able to accurately predict a user's behavior and start showing them the perfect ad sequence before they even consciously realize they want the product?
Oh, wow. So the system knows you're going to need a new car battery or a new CRM software before you even do the first search?
Exactly, just based on macro patterns in your digital life. It's a wild thing to ponder.
That is incredibly provocative and slightly terrifying, but mostly just amazing for marketers.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive today.
It was a pleasure.
And to you listening, as you're browsing the internet this week, pay attention to the ads you see. Think about how you are being retargeted and how you are moving through these funnels yourself. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep optimizing.